This is Fashion 100, Sewing for Fashion Design 1, and this is sample number 26 out of the sewing notebook. This is a tuck or release dart. Now, release dart is a partially sewn dart. You have a pattern in the book. If you look at it, it's only got the two short lines. Imagine, if you will, if that came up to a plain dart. So you're sewing the dart partially, not all the way, and there is a technique to that. Cut one of the pattern, and then we need to mark the dart. We're going to begin by just snipping at the bottom about 1/4 of an inch, the opening of the dart areas, just like you would on a regular dart. And then I need to mark the two stop points. I'm going to push a pin in at the two stop points at the top, and I'm going to go back to the inside and I'm going to mark it. So I'm just simply marking where the pins are. There it is with a piece of tailor's chalk. You could also use tracing carbon and a tracing wheel. Once that's complete, I'm ready to pull all the pins. Okay, we're going to take it and I'm going to bring those two notches together. So now they're on top of each other and fold it. Pin. I'm also going to bring the two dots together that I made earlier. They should be folded, lining up right on top of each other, and yes, they are. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be stitching from the notch here at the top, and I'm going to come down to this little dot, and then I'm going to turn and stitch off. So this is a little bit different. It's like an L shape in the stitching. I'm going to line it up at that top area at the notch, and I'm going to back stitch. I'm going to stitch down to my mark. There it is. And now I'm going to pick up the foot, turn and pivot, and stitch off and back stitch. Here we go. Done. So I've got this little tiny L stitching. This is going to give me like a pleat. Okay, when it's done, there's what it looks like. I'm going to press this, not press this down because we want that volume, and that will finish this off. I am pressing it toward the center of the garment because you always press dart volumes toward the center of the garment. We are now complete. I have a nice little area down here that's stitched. This is nice and soft and loose, and if I look at the inside, you can see my L shape from my stitching. And that completes this sample.